Hello, and welcome to Crime Labs. As always, please like and subscribe to our channel to help us grow a voice for victims. Today, we will be recapping cases based in Sumter, South Carolina, where 20 people have disappeared without a trace. If you would like to hear more information about this case, please visit the Cola City Crime Podcast in the link here. Naomi Lynn Collins went missing on March 4, 2015, near U.S. Highway Route 15 South and County Springs Drive. She was seen getting into a vehicle with an unidentified male. Naomi was known to go on weeks-long drug benders, but she would always come see her mom, who had custody of Naomi's son. Naomi has never been seen again. Barbara Jenkins is the next missing person we cover. She went missing on August 29, 2013 from South Sumter Street in Sumter. She took her 10-year-old son to the bus stop, and once Barbara's son was on the bus, witnesses would report her standing in the middle of the road with a lost expression on her face, and then she would start walking towards her home. She would not be seen again. Barbara had some pending charges when she disappeared and had some sort of altercation with an unknown person. There are still no leads on this case. We move on to Willie Hodges, missing on January 23, 2019, when he was pulled over on Pinewood Road by police. Willie jumps out of his car, runs into the woods, and vanishes. He had a lengthy criminal history that could be part of the reason he ran. But where did he go? There are a lot of rumors flying around Sumter, with no concrete evidence proving any of the rumors. Next, we discuss Stacie Reine Lester, who went missing August 9, 2009. Stacie would go to Toomey Hospital for a routine CT scan on August 9th. Then the story of what happened to Stacie would have conflicting versions. It is reported that Stacie had a past addiction as well, which could play a role in why Stacie disappeared. There are reports that Stacie got in a vehicle with an unknown male and that was the last time she was seen. The other version is that Stacie walked off to the side of the hospital and disappeared. Stacie's case would be accidentally closed and would have to be reopened by the police. Brandon Graves went missing on the evening of January 30th, 2010. He lived in Myrtle Beach, but went back to Sumter to attend Morris College homecoming. Brandon attended Morris College before transferring to Coastal Carolina, which would be the reason he came back to Sumter to celebrate. After homecoming, Brandon and two friends would go to Sebastian's nightclub. An hour later, Brandon would be asked to leave and would be escorted off the property. Around 3:30 a.m. to 4 a.m., he calls a friend and his cousin, but he does not get an answer. There were voicemails, but they were inaudible. These are the last known calls Brandon would make, and then he would vanish with no leads. 80-year-old Barbara Kneve went missing on February 9th, 2017. 5 days prior to her going missing, she went to her son's home in Georgia for her 80th birthday party, and then she would drive home on her own. Once her son realized his mother was missing, he drove to South Carolina, but he sent a friend to his mother's house where she found Barbara's door wide open. Barbara's car was in the driveway, as well as her 3 dogs, her purse, and keys. Eyewitnesses say they saw her walking the trail behind her home, but would not be seen after that. Police would search her 20 acres of land, but would come up empty-handed. We then talk about Julia Bean, who was last seen on May 31, 2017 in the Red Bay Road area of Sumter. She would not be reported missing for 3 months until her daughter moved back from Texas. Julia's daughter would report that when she went to the police department, the police would refuse to file a police report because Julia was an addict. The daughter would also claim there was never a search conducted for her mother. Julia's case would also be closed after 3 years of being opened and would have to be reopened, just like Stacie Lester's case. There are plenty of rumors that are going around Sumter, but there are no solid leads on what happened to Julia. Matthew Maccaskey was last seen walking near his home on February 9, 2009 on Sawgrass Road near Old Manning Road. There is not much information on Matthew, other than he does have a history of mental health issues. It is unknown where he goes after he is seen walking down the road. Our last case from Sumter is about a local handyman, James Harley. He was last seen on January 11, 2008, riding in a vehicle with an unknown number of people. It was reported that they would later get in an accident where they would hit a tree. James would have a head injury from the wreck and would get out of the vehicle and walk back towards his home. He was seen walking near Mount Pisgah Church, but has never been seen again. There were searches conducted, but nothing ever came of them. All of these people are currently still missing in Sumter, as well as 11 others. Let's hold a moment of silence for all missing people in Sumter County. Tune in to the Cola City Crime Podcast and the links in the description to hear more about these cases and to hear updates as time tells more about the missing people of Sumter County. Thanks for watching Crime Labs on YouTube. Please click here to watch our other videos.